Hi everybody. Last class we started our history chapter when, where and how. In that topic we studied which are the different name about medieval history, when the medieval history starting, and in the medieval period and ancient time India known as different names. That also we learned. Today's our topic is about political condition in the medieval period. What about the political condition in the medieval period? Harshavardhana was the last imperial ruler of northern and central part of India. So in the ancient period, who was the last ruler, imperial ruler of ancient India in the northern and central part of India? Harshavardhana. And southern part of India, the imperial ruler of the south India, that is Pulakeshin II. Pulakeshin II was the last imperial ruler of South India, okay, in the ancient period. Pulakeshin II of Chalukya dynasty. He was the last imperial ruler of ancient period. After them, there started a scramble of territorial possession. After that, what happened? Started a scramble for territorial possession among ex-feudatories and other princes, which led to political instability. So it led to political instability. Eventually emerged three powers. Which are that three powers? First one, Rashtrakutas. So what happened? It led to the emergence of three powers. Rashtrakutas. First one, Rashtrakutas. Rashtrakutas of Deccan. Rashtrakutas of Deccan. Second one, Gurjara Pratiharas. Gurjara Pratiharas. Pratiharas of Malwa. Okay, Gurjara Pratiharas of Malwa. Third one, Palas of Bengal. Palas ruled which part of India? Bengal. So these are the three important powers emerged during this time. Anyway, later what happened? Among the Gurjara Pratiharas, one of the chief called Nagabhatta, he laid the foundation of dynasty in Kanauj. He laid the foundation of dynasty in Kanauj. But it was only for a short period, and he was succeeded by the next ruler, Rajapala. He was succeeded by the next ruler, Rajapala. But he was, what happened? He was conquered by an outsider or an Afghan ruler called Muhammad Ghazni. He was attacked or he was conquered by an outsider or invaded by Muhammad Ghazni of Afghan. After that, India was fragmented into many regional kingdoms and principalities, and repeated changes in the ruling process in the same region that also discouraged to the development of a feeling of loyalty and emotional attachment towards the rulers. So what ma'am told children, India divided into many regional kingdoms and principalities and repeatedly changing the ruling class. Okay, in between many changes happened into the ruling dynasties, discouraged the development of the feeling of loyalty and attachment towards the rulers, and no strong military, we can see no strong military also there to protect the country from foreign invaders. And 1206 CE, Delhi Sultanate, the country or ruled India, they witnessed some political instability. So when they started the rule, they faced many political instability in India. Our next topic is about social organization and attitude. This topic we will study what about the social condition during the medieval period. So in the medieval period, mainly ma'am told it is mainly Sultanate period or the ruling of Muslim rulers. That period is called Sultanate period. In the Sultanate period, we can see the influence of Islam. The influence of Islam became visible during the time of Sultanate period. And Hindus also began to learn Persian language. Actually, this Persian language is the official language of the rulers. So Hindus also started learning Persian language in the medieval period. And if we are looking the condition of woman or social status of woman during this time, women mostly confined to the four walls of the houses, means they don't have any freedom. And child marriages, that was prevalent during this time. Child marriage was prevalent. Another social system existed, that is polygamy. Polygamy that also had both legal and social sanction. So socially and legally polygamy was accepted during the medieval period. Polygamy means a man can marry many, okay, man had many wives, that is called polygamy. Anyway, polygamy also existed during the medieval period. Another social system, that is bonded labor, was prevalent. Bonded labor or slavery was prevalent during this time. So this is about the social condition during the medieval period. Next we will look the economic condition during the medieval period. What about the economic condition? Economic condition during the medieval period. So in the economic prosperity, if we are looking the case of economic prosperity during this period, medieval period, economically prospered or economic prosperity is there during the time of medieval period. And mainly mineral wealth and agriculture, these formed the backbone of economy. So which is the backbone of economy during the medieval period? Mineral wealth and agriculture, these form the backbone of the economy. And we can see a great disparities between people based on wealth. Rich and poor disparity we can see during the time of medieval period, means rich and poor discrimination or disparities on the basis of wealth we can see during the time of medieval period. And due to the urbanization, gradually in the medieval period we can see urbanization happened. What is urbanization? Urbanization is the process in which cities develop. Okay, cities develop. That is called urbanization. Anyway, due to urbanization, trade and commerce also developed. Trade and commerce also developed during the time of medieval period. So for the high level commercial transaction, what they used? They mainly used gold and silver. So for transaction, trade and commerce means, you know children, for buying the goods from in between buying, they needed some things for transaction. So in the higher level commercial transaction, they mainly used gold and silver. But in the masses or the ordinary people, for trading their commodity, they followed barter system. So what is barter system? Exchanging of goods to goods. Okay, that ma'am already taught you in 6th standard, exchanging goods to goods. If I have lot of rice with me, so I want wheat, so what I will do? I will give my rice to wheat producer and I will collect wheat from him. So that is exchanging goods to goods, that is called barter system. So ma'am told, if it is higher level commercial transaction, they used gold and silver. And ordinary people, for transaction for their commodity, they transacted by following barter system. So this only about the economic condition. Our next topic is about religion. Now we will look what about the changes happened in the medieval period in the field of religion. Okay, so different religion people living in close. Okay, in the medieval period, what happened into the religion? Different religious people, they living in close. Okay, so interchanging of ideas, beliefs and practices we can see in the medieval period. So this only ma'am told, different religious people living together means what will happen? There will be interchange in their ideas, beliefs and practices. Okay, so it led to the rise of some movement, two important movement. One is Bhakti movement and second one is Sufi movement. Sufism and Bhakti movement, these are the two important movements that emerged during the time of medieval period. Okay, both, one ma'am told, that is Sufism. Okay, among Islam emerged Sufism, and among Hindus Bhakti movement. So these are some movement or some changes happened in the religion, or some movement emerged, rise of two movement among Hindus and Muslim. Anyway, both religion believed in union with God through true devotion. Okay, through true devotion, union to the God with true devotion. I think today's topic is clear to you. If you have any doubt, ask me. We will meet in the next class.